Today, we're taking a smartphone where it was never meant to go, hulot, under a 50-ton hydraulic press.
This machine uses pure mechanical force, strong enough to crush metal blocks like cookies.
But what will happen when this unstoppable machine meets one of the most complex gadgets you use every day? Smartphone screens may look smooth, but at a microscopic level, they're full of tiny weaknesses.
Modern screens are made of multiple layers: hardened glass, touch sensors, and the OLED display beneath.
And now, the pressure begins.
At first, the glass flexes just enough to resist the initial impact.
Once the initial crack forms, the entire panel collapses instantly. Now the pressure reaches the most dangerous part of the phone, nuend, the lithium battery. Before the crushing begins, the smartphone is carefully aligned to ensure maximum pressure hits exactly where intended.
Engineers calibrate the press with precision. Every PSI is carefully measured to observe the phone's reaction under extreme force.
The battery begins to deform, the layers inside stretching and compressing under immense force.
Lithium-ion cells are highly volatile. Once compressed, internal gases build pressure rapidly.
Meanwhile, the protective screen is now a spiderweb of glass, unable to protect anything beneath. The phone's rigid frame begins to bend, metal creaking as it absorbs unimaginable pressure.
Friction and compression cause heat to spike inside the battery cells. A dangerous reaction begins.
The hydraulic press doesn't stop. Every millimeter adds thousands of pounds of force.
The motherboard, tiny chips, and circuits cannot survive the extreme compression. Mori, they crumble instantly.
From complex multi-layered hardware to a thin, flattened slab, nothing remains intact.
In mere seconds, a fully functional smartphone is reduced to a compact, crushed mass.
Every layer, glass, circuits, battery, is destroyed, showing the immense power of controlled compression. This experiment demonstrates just how delicate modern technology is compared to raw physical force. Internally, microchips and circuit boards are compressed beyond recognition, showing the fragility of electronic engineering.
The lithium battery continues to vent gas, emphasizing the hazards of compression on energy storage devices.
Even the advanced OLED display peels and bends, the layers separating under intense pressure.
As the press lifts, the once sleek smartphone is now a flattened mass of materials and debris.
Even after the pressure is released, residual energy in the battery causes minor smoldering and fumes.
Microchips, resistors, and capacitors, all are crushed, proving that nothing in the device can withstand such force.
Every fragment tells the story of how sophisticated electronics are vulnerable to mechanical force. Even the shattered pieces hold beauty, revealing the intricate craftsmanship now destroyed.
The remaining battery continues to vent harmlessly, showing the reactive materials at work.
This allowed us to study how each phone reacts differently under extreme compression.
Connectors and ports, essential for daily use, are flattened beyond repair.
This reveals the delicate inner world of a smartphone, destroyed in seconds.
The press continues its descent, pushing the phone into an almost unrecognizable shape. The metal frame, once rigid, twists and cracks under immense pressure.
Inside, the battery is compromised, its internal layers tearing and releasing energy.
The display glass curls and splinters,
each fragment a testament to the forces at work.
The phone's once sleek profile is now reduced to a thin, flattened slab.
Motherboard circuits collapse, microchips fracture clay. The brain of the smartphone is destroyed.
Glass, metal, and plastic fragments continue to scatter, evidence of complete structural failure.
Residual heat and venting gases highlight the reactive nature of lithium-ion cells under stress.
Every angle reveals the intricate layers of technology, now destroyed in seconds.
Connectors, ports, and sensors, essential for daily use, are now irreparably damaged.
With the press fully lifted, the full extent of destruction is revealed.
Even in destruction, the smartphone reveals the complexity of its design.
This sequential crushing demonstrates variations in damage depending on placement and angle. Internally, chips and circuits are compressed beyond functionality sand. Even microscopic engineering cannot survive.
Even seconds after the crush, the battery vents harmless energy, showing the latent power inside. The battery's internal layers continue to vent, a reminder of the volatile energy once safely contained. The once smooth display now forms countless sharp fragments, each a remnant of precise engineering.
Microchips and circuits are compressed flat, showing the fragility of advanced electronics under extreme force.
As the press lifts, we see the full aftermath and network, a flattened slab of metal, plastic, and glass.
Thermal energy remains in the battery cells, demonstrating how stress converts mechanical force into heat.
Essential components like buttons, ports, and connectors are destroyed beyond recognition.
The final press release highlights the total collapse of the smartphone's structure. Even after pressure is removed, remnants continue to shift, showing the force's lingering effect.
The internal battery layers are permanently deformed, incapable of holding charge.
Every external and internal feature is compromised, demonstrating the vulnerability of electronics.
The once sleek smartphone is now a compact mass of unrecognizable components.
Even microscopic components are shattered, illustrating the immense power applied.
This sequence demonstrates consistency in destruction, a controlled experiment in mechanical force. Residual gases continue to escape, emphasizing the reactive nature of lithium-ion cells. Every angle reveals the complex layers of a smartphone, now destroyed in seconds. Shards of glass catch the light, showing the intricate but fragile engineering of modern displays.
Internally, the motherboard and chips are completely flattened, showing how delicate electronics really are.
Every functional feature, once essential, is now bent or destroyed beyond repair. The battery is now completely crushed, releasing the last traces of energy as heat and vapor. The once sleek device is now an almost unrecognizable slab of metal, glass, and plastic. Inside, microchips are reduced to thin fragments, proving how delicate even advanced electronics can be.
Every external feature is now compromised, from the camera lens to the smallest connector.
Comparing several phones demonstrates subtle differences in destruction caused by placement and angle. Even seconds after the crush, fragments continue to move, showing the lingering effects of extreme pressure. Every angle showcases the complexity and fragility of modern electronics. Even microscopic components are destroyed, highlighting the immense power of the hydraulic press. The press finally retracts, leaving the phone as a flattened, unrecognizable mass.
Fragments of metal, plastic, and glass continue to settle, showing the lasting impact of the force applied.
Essential connectors and ports, once functional, are now warped beyond usability.
Internally, the device is reduced to a thin layer of compressed electronics. Nothing functional remains.
Even tiny fragments illustrate the precise craftsmanship now destroyed in seconds.
Every perspective shows the complete failure of the device's structure under extreme compression.
The display, once protective and smooth, is now a glittering array of shards.
This sequence highlights variations in damage based on placement and angle under the press.
Even after crushing, residual heat and gases escape, demonstrating the reactive materials inside.
Even microscopic circuits are destroyed, showing the fragility of the phone's internal systems.
The full magnitude of the crushing is now visible, every component reduced to an unrecognizable state. Even the camera, one of the most delicate parts, is flattened and broken beyond repair.
Internally, all electronic layers are crushed, proving that no component can survive such pressure.
Microscopic fragments illustrate the hidden complexity now destroyed.
This marks the halfway point in our extreme experiment, showing the phone's complete structural collapse.
Even now, small fragments shimmer, highlighting the intricate materials destroyed in seconds.
Residual energy from the battery continues to escape, demonstrating the reactive nature of lithium-ion cells.
This comparison shows how even slight differences in placement create unique patterns of destruction.
Ports, connectors, and small components are permanently damaged, beyond repair.
The press retracts fully, revealing the phone as a thin, unrecognizable slab.
The display, once smooth and functional, is now a glittering collection of shards.
Even seconds after crushing, the battery continues to release trapped energy safely.
Sequential crushing demonstrates consistency in destruction and the power of extreme mechanical force.
Even the camera, one of the most delicate parts, is completely deformed.
Internally, all electronics are reduced to thin layers cried. No function remains.
Every fragment tells a story of craftsmanship lost in an instant under immense pressure.
Even tiny components, invisible to the naked eye, are completely destroyed.
The aftermath is silent, yet dramatic. A smartphone transformed into a pile of debris.
Every angle shows the complexity of the original device and the extent of its destruction.
Even the smallest fragments highlight the intricacy of modern smartphones, now completely flattened.
Residual energy and heat linger, showing the reactive properties of lithium-ion batteries under pressure. This sequence illustrates the consistency and power of extreme mechanical force on fragile electronics. Inside, circuits and microchips are completely flattened, a total loss of functionality. Even in ruin, the design and complexity of the smartphone are visible in the fragments. Every delicate component, from the camera to the buttons, is destroyed under extreme compression.
Internally, no component is left intact. Every layer is crushed.
Even the tiniest components are pulverized, emphasizing the power of the hydraulic press. Press retracts, leaving behind a flattened phone and scattered fragments. Every perspective highlights the complete collapse of a highly engineered device. Even seconds later, the battery vents heat and gases safely, demonstrating stored energy release.
Sequential crushing demonstrates how placement, angle, and design affect destruction patterns.
Every piece reflects the sophistication of the original design and the power required to destroy it. The aftermath is a silent testimony to the forces involved and the fragility of electronics.
Even microscopic elements reveal the intricate engineering now destroyed.
With the press fully lifted, the destruction is complete, every phone reduced to debris.
This experiment demonstrates the immense power of controlled compression on delicate technology.
From fully functional smartphone to flattened slab, this journey shows the incredible vulnerability and complexity